Hello, I believe we're recording. How you doing, everybody? Week 7 NFL season, Fresno-Guillermo. It's not really my name, it's a moniker I've adapted. I have it in Facebook, I have it in YouTube, I have it in Twitter. If you're trying to reach me on any of those levels, that's where I am. Hopefully you can be at my level, because right now my level feels pretty good. Anyways, let's continue on with our picks for the rest of Week 7. I correctly predicted the Seahawks over the 49ers earlier on Thursday evening. Let's go ahead and get to it. Now we have the 2-3 Oakland Raiders, the 2-4 San Diego Chargers. Even though this game is in San Diego, I will be picking the Raiders in this game. I think with the bye, Jack Del Rio, Bill Musgrave have a chance to put something together special. Get Amari Cooper a little bit more involved. Right now he's getting double teamed, which is pretty special for a rookie in his 4th, 5th game of the year. Getting double teamed. Hopefully he'll be able to get a little bit loose. I think Michael Crabtree as well, Latavius Murray, looking to run against that Charger offense. I know right now Antonio Gates is questionable for that game. I think Ladarius Green will still be able to score at least a touchdown. Raiders have given up a lot of points to tight ends so far this season, but I do take the Raiders to win that game. Next, in London, the early game, wake up early West Coast people. We have the 3-3 Buffalo Bills and the 1-5 Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll go ahead and take the Jaguars in the game because why not? Next, we have the 5-1 Atlanta Falcons at the 1-4 Tennessee Titans. Marcus Mariota may not play. Zach Mettenberger should get the start. I think that's a little bit good for him. Give him some rest, even if he has a bumpy knee. No reason for Mariota to be getting sacked as many times as he is. You don't want to take that hit on his mental well-being. You don't want to affect his timing in the pocket. Something that happened to David Carr a few years ago when he was the #1 pick for the Houston Texans expansion team. Got hit a lot, got rattled, messed up his whole timing inside his head. So let Mariota get the rest. But I will take the Falcons to go to 6-1 in that game. Next we have 3-2 Minnesota Vikings at the 1-5 Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions able to win a game in overtime against the Chicago Bears last weekend. I'll take Minnesota in this game though. I think Stephon Johnson, on the outside. Adrian Peterson running up the gut. I just think that I don't know what's going on with Jim Caldwell and that Detroit Lion offense, but I do think they're in a little bit of trouble. Megatron not getting loose like he needs to. I say that word "get loose" all the time. It means score a lot of points, do really well in the game. I'll take Minnesota on the road in that one. Next we have the 2-4 Cleveland Browns, the 2-3 St. Louis Rams. It's all about Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley right now all over fantasy boards is #1 pick, must play, super duper stud guy. And I believe that even though Josh McCown threw for a lot of yards last week, I think Travis Benjamin will get loose against the St. Louis Rams offense, but I'll take the Rams at home against, St. Louis Rams defense. I'll take the Rams at home against the Cleveland Browns. Howie Buñuelos, my man. Still camera, just for you. He's always giving me tidbits on how to improve things. I love you, man. Stay up. Hope you're still waxing the mustache. Steady cam for you. Next we have the 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers starting Landry Jones on the road at the 1-5 Kansas City Chiefs. I was trying to get my friend Gerald Salcido come out, watch a game. He's got 3 kids. He's got a wife, 5 of them flying across the country to Kansas City. Pretty expensive, so I understand he didn't make the trip. It's a good thing though because I think the Chiefs, this is my ill-advised pick of the week, 1-5 Chiefs to beat the 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben's not going to play. I'll take the Chiefs in the upset there. Next we got the 4-1 New York Jets at the 5-0 New England Patriots. Seems like it's a good game. Seems like it's a good matchup. Doesn't mean anything. Patriots all day. Patriots own the Jets, Rex Ryan or not. Next we have the 2-4 Houston Texans at the 2-3 Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, new coach, emphasized running game. I think there's probably a lot of places to run against the Houston Texans defense. But I really like the way Bobby Hoyer, Billy Hoyer, Bob Hoyer, Bo Hoyer is playing for the Texans. I think Arian Foster is just getting his legs underneath them. DeAndre Hopkins is an absolute hog. I have him in one of my fantasy leagues, and he's been making money for me all year, lots of points. I happen to play him in 2 of my other leagues. I played against him, and of course he goes for $148 and 2 touchdowns. So I got, live by the Hopkins, die by the Hopkins. But I will take Texans on the road in that one. Next we have 2-3 Tampa Bay at 2-4 Washington. Who cares? Let's take Washington at home. Next we got 2-4 Saints at the 3-3 Colts. Andrew Luck getting loose. I'll take the Colts in that game. 2-3 Dallas Cowboys at 3-3 New York Giants. Cowboys, still a lot of people hurt. Romo's not going to be back. Des Bryant's not going to be back, so I'll take the Giants. 3-3 Philadelphia Eagles at the 5-0 Carolina Panthers. I don't think that the Eagles can slow down the Panthers. I actually hope that the Panthers defense goes off. I have them in a couple of my leagues. I have 3 fantasy football leagues this year. My record is 2-4 in one of them, 5-1 in the other, 6-0 in the other. This is the longest I've ever been in, as far as recollection serves, in any of my leagues. Undefeated, 6-0 in my Dynasty League, and 5-1. Unfortunate last week. Guy I was playing had the most points he scored all year, most points of anybody last year. He just had a bunch of big, crazy dudes go off against me. Anyways, you're not worried about that. I'll take the Colts, take the Giants, and I'll take the Panthers. And then Monday Night Football, 1-5 Baltimore Ravens at the 4-2 Arizona Cardinals, Phoenix Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Cardinals. It doesn't matter. I will take the Cardinals at home. They're 4-2, which is kind of surprising because I think they were 4-0 a little while ago. Anyways, I'll take the Cardinals over the Ravens in that one. I hope you feel as good as I feel right now, wearing my World Series Giants shirt. Right now, Royals and Blue Jays 3-3, bottom of the 8th. It's about to resume here pretty soon. I put a post on Facebook, if you follow me on Facebook, about trolling Royals fans at the local Buffalo Wild Wings. I had a couple of beers while I was there, got a little excited, got a little distracted about my kids and whatnot. But still, enjoying myself, enjoying the situation. A lot of you guys have been asking for a video such as this. Here it is. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I was able to call 3 of my tias earlier in the evening, and I was pretty cognizant, pretty aware while I was talking to them. So I think that, everything's pretty good. But, at the same time, I'm feeling all right, So hopefully you like my picks. If you don't, that's fine. Everything's all right. It'll work out in the end. Enjoy the time that you have, and go buy. If you could find a drinking glass that has Smurfs on it, I say buy it. I was at the thrift store earlier today. I saw a cup that said Smurfette, and one that said Handy Smurf, and I should have bought it. I didn't, and I kind of regret it now. It's not going to be one of my life's great regrets, but at the same time, I probably should have pulled the trigger on those cups. They look dirty though. They look like there was a film on them. I don't know if the Salvation Army people cleaned those cups or not, but it looked like there was some muck there, so I didn't want to get involved in that Salvation Army Smurf muck glass situation. But next time I see a drinking glass with Smurfs on it, I'm going to have to buy it. Anyways, week 7 in the books. Thanks for watching. And now, Javier, I know you want me to have a steady cam, which is what you've had throughout this whole video, but now I have to reach and push the button to end the video. Thanks for watching.